we can.
Yeah, we know some pretty good surgeons.
Yeah, we can help you.
And we can send you a voucher.
Exactly. Only for animals though. We don't do any of the just cross reptile. We do cross species kind of surgeries, but it's $1,000 a month on our Patreon. And we do one. Well, the first consultation's only $250.
Did I say $3? I meant 1,000. I think I said $3. It's actually $1,000.
Oh yeah, I think it is 1,000. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. People get it. It's 3 and 1,000 is very similar, but the consultation's a couple $100, and we can, if you want. Actually, you know what? For $10, if you want a consultation about us giving you a surgery to be a different animal, $10 a month.
$10,000.
Well, $10,000 for the surgery. If you want a phone call with me and Nolan for about 10 minutes.
Oh, just a call
consultation. Yeah. $10 a month, and we'll talk about what species we're going to turn you into. And that's. I think we could do that.
We can discuss species. Yeah.
So,
and I mean, we are able to do most of them. I think there's there's got to be at least 100 different species in the world, and I think we can do.
Yeah, we can do most of them, especially the ones that breathe air. The water ones, we're still messing with. We're
still figuring that out. With the Gill technology is a little
behind.
We're getting into it.
It's a little behind for where we're at with everything else.
A little behind,
and it's because all the
for what we're pushing for.
Yeah, for where it should be. But you know what? Give us a couple years, and we will bring that Gill technology to where the modern era it should be. So,
we're comedians. We travel on the road. We're able to give laughs and provide giggles to the people. We own multiple. We own Third Wheel LA and Seattle. Third Wheel Seattle. We own Third Wheel Editing and Third Wheel Hollywood, which is a live venue. And then we also we're throwing a patent down on human gills, the ability to So those are just some of the stuff we have our hands in right now.
A lot of people right now, they don't talk about with all this non-binary and all that crazy. Like, gills is the next thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you older people, get ready. Gills is it. Like, so.
Well, a lot of people get real fucking tight when you talk about, hey, I'm thinking about getting some gills.
Yes.
And they get real like, okay, that's not, God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and a fish.
Nemo.
A gilled fish. Yeah, Nemo came after Adam and Nemo.
Yeah, dude.
And he made it after.
Yeah, so.
And so people get real fucking tight about that.
I feel like I should.
But we're not about that.
We're about being better people, and what better person could you be than someone that breathes underwater? So.
If you can breathe, 100%, dog. That's exactly.
Kind of the best kind
so
of person.
We're just trying to move. We're trying to move the species
100%.
forward.
We're trying to move the species
any way
forward,
we can.
dude. You got and I think gills is the next step logically, and honestly, we're telling you guys because we're already so far in. Like, we've been working on this for years, this technology, and if we were just
right, we weren't supposed to talk about it, but here
100%.
we are.
We weren't going to even say anything, but now that we are so deep in it, by the time if you guys started your Gill technology today, I mean, we're already years beyond you, so we can talk.
Quit. Might as well quit.
Yeah, you might as well quit because we are the Mercedes of Gill insertion. So.
Yeah, we're the Model T, or we're like something that's way ahead of you. Like, pick any analogy.
Yeah, we're killing it, guys.
Any analogy you want, we're ahead of you.
Yeah,
like if that makes sense.
Exactly. So and again, like we'll show you guys. Go to our Patreon, and if you guys want to get gills, we have a waiting list because we can only do it's very hard to do, and it's $10,000 a month
as soon as
on our Patreon. But you subscribe to that, and we will get you at least a couple gills a month. But we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long waiting list. So as soon as it drops, as soon as we drop our Gill technology, it's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, right now
we'll get it out as quick as we can.
Yeah, because right now all the actors at Waterworld at Universal, they have gills. I don't know if you guys see that, but the guy that goes on that jet ski and goes underwater, like he's underwater the entire time. He's underwater in the show. People think he's in the back somewhere hanging out. No, he's underwater waiting for his cue. And how is that possible?
Right.
He has gills.
How do you think? Right. Another fun one, and this is something that I think somebody just told us that we're allowed to talk about this because there's a statute of limitations on this. But Michael Phelps, a lot of people wonder how was he so great? How, right? How was he able to do that? We were, and this at the time there were no specific rules against this, so this is not illegal by Olympic rules. But we did install proto gills for Phelps early on. And we had to take them out, and they weren't working all the time, but it did provide a little 100%. Bit of advantage. So you saw what happened for him.
Yeah, and people wonder, like, well, Mike and Nolan, that's bullshit because we watched the Olympics. I would have seen the gills. They were in his armpits.
I would have seen
They were the way we did them. They were armpit gills. So when he put his arms up over his head, that's when he could take that giant breath underwater. So he's breathing as he's underwater, and no one knew. And honestly, you're right. This was before that the Olympic administration and other committees were kind of privy to it, and now they're like, okay, this is illegal, which is fine now.
This is definitely illegal now, it turns out.
But when we were doing it, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't illegal. So I like Phelps, those are
Every
real gold
athlete
medals.
has to find a way.
So don't start writing Michael Phelps and telling him, like, listen, we know you have gills, give back your medals. Like, hey, bro, those were 100% legal gold medals. All right? That's all we're going to say.
100%. That's all we're going to say about it.
They were legal.
We're not going to say anything else, except I will say that every athlete that I know that is competing, they are trying to get an advantage in some way. Steroids, Adderall,
100%.
Whatever the case may be.
There's always something.
This is just something that there's always something, and that's all we're going to say about it. Right? We're not going to keep talking about it.
And I'm not going to say that we're doing other things like, similar to like adding different tendons and different, stuff like that behind people's legs to make them jump higher and run faster, like because that. We're not going to say that because technically they don't have anything illegal about that written down. So until you know what I mean? So right now we're not going to say, we'll talk about it once it's illegal, and we'll say, you know what, when we were doing it, it was because we don't break the law, by the way.
Right.
We do things that the law doesn't know. They just don't talk about yet. And then once they talk about
don't talk about it yet.
Stop.
Oftentimes we make laws in that way.
You're right.
We kind of make. We don't
help
break
create laws. That's what we are. We are law creators.
Create laws.
So
we're not going to talk about it. How do you think Brady's played this long? We're not going to talk about it, but we're not going to. 100%. Know what I mean? How do you think Brady's?
Well, you saw him throw the Super Bowl trophy from the one boat to the other. I mean, I don't.
It was a football, but no, I know what you mean. He threw the football. It wasn't a trophy. Did he throw the trophy?
Yeah. You didn't see that? He threw the trophy.
He threw the. No, I did. For some reason in my head, I thought it was a.
No, but you should know that because
he actually threw.
He literally
the trophy?
threw the trophy, and before he did that, he sat down with us and said, "Hey guys, this is a heavy trophy. I'm going to throw it. Is there a way you guys can install an extra like shoulder muscle in my? Because I'm a little old." And we were like, "We got you, Brady. TB. We."
Bro, that was one of those days. Do you remember that was one of those days? It was really annoying. Like Elon was blowing me up, and he kept FaceTiming me in the middle of the meeting, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm with Brady. I'm trying to, we're talking about."
And Elon knew that you were with Brady, by the way. That he wanted you to. He wanted to talk to Brady.
I know he was being all
trying to get
fucking fanboy.
100%. He was just
talk about a homo nerd,
my God.
right?
Talk about a homo nerd, bro. Elon Musk, bro.
My people, by the way. I'm allowed to say
100%.
I'm a homo nerd all day, proud and
Yeah, 100%. We're both homo nerds. Nolan upgraded to a homo nerd, dropped to the D. You know what I mean? But
dropped that
he
D.
dropped that D, which is if you ask his wife, he does that a good amount, dropping that D. But
Come on
now.